Hello, family. It is Tuesday, November the 5th, 2024, and I'm going to deep dive two more areas of the world, and we're going to do Israel and Palestine today. Because this ongoing conflict going on over land. Now, when I do these readings, you need to understand that I am never gauging the people, the innocent people on either side. I'm gauging the energy of the government, and using the true crime deck, I can gauge what they've been up to and maybe what they're hiding, what's real, what's not. So we're going to look at the two different areas of Israel and Palestine and see what we can find out, because we cannot rely on watching the news. Okay, there may be more or less to the story. So that's what I'm going to do today. So let's put this up here. I'll do Israel first. I'll do Palestine in just a minute. This is a conflict that's been going on for thousands of years. We're well aware. And I will tell you now, in my opinion, I'm going to let God handle it at the end of the day, because that's his land. But he can do whatever he wants to with it. So, and I'll use the tokens as well. I'm only going to usually I do one country up here and one down here. I'm just going to do one at a time. That way I can put the cards and the tokens back in the deck, and we'll take it from there. Okay. That means each area gets equal opportunity for all cards and tokens. All right. And I will probably do the same thing for Russia and Ukraine, because these are war-torn areas right now. They're not the only ones in the world, but they're the ones that keep making the news cycle. So, Spirit, we're going to ask about Israel, the Israeli government, and what energy is around the Israeli government at this time. We do know that the Abrahamic Accords were signed a few years ago. It seemed like they're just kind of sitting on it. Are we looking at exposure of the real deep, dark stuff? We that have been following this for a while understand that Israel was saved for last. So, Spirit, what can you tell us about Israeli government or those in charge? This will be a 5-card spread. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles watches from the outside, basically. So the perimeter, they're trying to figure out boundaries, and we know that. So this can represent the IDF. Page of Cups. Excitement, shock, creativity. Pages come in. I get the feel of trauma to pages, what they've been doing. So that could lead to crimes against humanity, so to speak. 2 of Pentacles. We are juggling time, money, space. Look at the 2 borders in the picture. Who gets what? This is overall energy. So this is a battle of the land. Another page. New beginnings, hope and optimism. So I get that it will be resolved. We're not sure how. Okay, but this is a fresh new start. Once again, another page. That's where my intuition goes. King of Pentacles. This is all about moving money around, because you have pentacles in this. All right. This is head honcho and how much money I can make and secure. This is investment, CEO, head honcho about moving money around. Where's the money coming from? Who's funding this war? Because it looks like they're funding both sides, which we know the deep state has done all along. Okay? All right. And I feel sorry for the Israeli people. I really do, because they don't ask for this stuff. All right. And I'll say the same thing about the Palestinian people. They don't ask for this stuff. They just want to live in harmony. And they did once upon a time. All right, so true crime. Let's divide this into sections and do a little shuffling. They're just easier to shuffle this way because they're little. I do not read these in reverse. There is no guidebook. This is intuition only. And I give all honor and glory to Spirit for giving me those downloads. If it does not set right with you, that's all right. If you see something else that I don't, possibilities, totally fine. All right, so let's push these over here. We're going to pull a couple of these cards for each tarot. Murder for hire. Why does that not surprise me? All right. So the IDF, they could be making money off of this. Yeah, this is what I was thinking when I kept seeing the pages. They are very well involved in this. That's all I can say about that for right now. MK Ultra. Who they get to do their dirty work may be under the control of this. Okay, so whoever's doing these or this could be involved with this. They're a huge part of that. Now, like I said, we are not talking about the Israeli people. We are talking about deep state operatives, Khazarian. Okay, and I may get a strike for saying that, but it's true. So that's what we're looking at. Very involved with this. Watch where the money goes. So this can represent the central bank. They make money. They've got their hands in power supply, so they can probably turn on and off the power to who they want, when they want. It's a form of control. Okay. Lots of rumors out there. So we need to be aware of some of the things that we hear about Israel can absolutely just be rumors. All right. Riots and protests. We're well aware that this is all over the news. The people, so the innocent people of Israel are fed up. They're just as fed up as, living there and dealing with all this stuff as we are watching it. Hollow Earth. Now, I'm not going to get into Shambhala and all that, but this tells me there's a whole lot of underground stuff going on. What is happening beneath? Now, there could be an opening to Hollow Earth there on the land. I don't know. But we have to dig deeper because there's some things in the shadows. An accident. Interesting. So some of the download that I'm getting now is a lot of the things that have happened have been accidents. All right, that it haven't been provoked, but that it can also tell me the government is involved in making it look like an accident. Okay. social media. Yeah, this is going to get into propaganda, put it out there. This gets sympathy. This gets people involved to start spreading these, okay? Because they're trying to cover up all this stuff, all right? This goes deep. This is the number. These are the number ones that stand out because I think they're kind of head honcho for this stuff. All right, but they use all these controlling and manipulating things, and people are about had enough of it. Control the power and the utilities. MK Ultra. They use the social media to stir some stuff up. All right, so let's get into some tokens and see what we get for these. All right, lots of deals going on. They celebrate a lot of this stuff. And because it's over this, I'm not saying the words out loud you can read because the more strikes that I'll get. So their drinky drink of choice. Do you understand what I'm saying? They do a lot of celebrating with this. Number 2 is the eye. So we're watching. I think they're being tracked. People are watching. Perception, awareness, and spiritual perception. So we need to be aware how we perceive this stuff. They put it out there using the social media to perceive that everything's all hunky-dory. We're innocent. We're fine. We're not doing anything wrong. I'm talking about the government. They put on a show. We're the land of peace, harmony, and meanwhile, they're doing all this stuff. Okay? 106 is the diamond ring. That means proposals. There's a whole lot of talking going on with the central banks. They make proposals. They're making deals with this stuff all the time. All right? Yeah, we've gone down a rabbit hole. Number 22 is the white rabbit. This is a reminder that this runs deep, way down underground. This can represent new information. The deeper we go and dig, the more information is going to come out. And believe me, we're used to rabbit holes. This runs deep. 121 is a zodiac sign of the Leo. Okay, so this is about strength and power. The Lion of Judah. Thank you, Spirit. This land is meant to be a representation of the Lion of Judah. And unfortunately, it has been hijacked. Okay. Sit-down talks, like quiet dinner for 2. Let's sit down and do some talking. And this is over rumors. So lots of deals being made. The government really truly has just hijacked the true meaning and essence of the spiritual, peaceful side of what Israel is supposed to represent for God's people. And just dirty, ugly energy all the way around this. So they're making deals, having parties, doing all this evil stuff. All right, 101 is the cog in the wheel. So this is what keeps the country afloat, making the deals, making the money. These guys are funding everything, or they were. The crown is about power and authority, the top of the food chain, so to speak. So as high as you can get in the Khazarian, they're the ones that keep this stuff going. The funding and keep the wheels turning overall with the government of Israel. All right. What do we have here? 33. Interesting number. What is this? A bird? Let's look. I don't remember seeing this one. Bird in the hand. Appreciate what you have. Gratitude. Well, I don't know. I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about the government. I don't think they appreciate anything they have, that God has given them this precious land, and they don't appreciate it. All right, 71 is the maple leaf. Shedding of the old. Yeah, well, so I can look at it two different ways. The old ways that we have learned that this land was given to, the land of Jacob, then Israel. This was given as a gift, and they have absolutely hijacked it. They don't appreciate what they have. They have taken the old and destroyed it, and God's going to reclaim it, is what I'm getting. They have destroyed the old ways and the covenant with God, and he's going to take it back. So lots of ugly stuff. These two cards absolutely speak volumes to how embedded the nasty ugly gets. Okay? And we should be careful with this, because they play a huge role with the propaganda, so we should be careful. All right, so that is Israel. Like I said, I will continue to pray for the Israeli people and the land conflict that's there, and I hope they get back to the old ways. And God's going to take that's his land. I don't care where the borders are. It's his, and he was going to resolve this one way or another. All right, so I'm going to put these back in the deck so that they have equal opportunity to come in for the reading with Palestine. All right, so I'll just throw them in at random. And I will shuffle again. I will pick up the tarot. Bear with me. These are a lot of cards. Okay. So I'm going to pick up tarot. That was for Israel. And we're going to deep dive Palestine. Now, whatever your opinion is on Palestine, of whether they should have a declared land or not, that's beside the point. I am going to deep dive who's running it. Now, the Two of Pentacles in Israel is, I get that they're same people fund both sides, okay? This is all about look here, not there. All right, so let's pull tarot on Palestine. Who's calling the shots? And let's remember to pray for the Palestinian people, okay? Because they're the innocent ones in this. Are they getting brainwashed, MK Ultra'd to fight back? On both sides. But let's look into Palestine. So, Spirit, what can you tell us about who is running and controlling Palestine? If we have some similar cards in either deck, it would not surprise me if the same people are funding it to cause discourse and divide. Because I believe that they have lived in harmony. I don't care if you're Christian, Jew, Muslim, whatever. They have all lived in harmony at one point. We can't have that, says the government. So what can you tell us about the people that are calling the shots in Palestine? Okay, here's where we're going to get. God's watching. God's lighting a path. Very interesting. Divine Creator. All right, he's going to get involved. He knows that they have been trapped and hoodwinked for a very long time. We're well aware of that. Those people, those are his people too. I mean, they're human beings, are they not? Six of Cups. This is that harmony. So this is nostalgia and memories. Once upon a time, everybody got along. They were like brother and sister, two brothers, whatever you want to call it, sister and sister. But there was harmony there. There was harmony. Gift giving. Two of Pentacles is back. So yes, both sides being funded by the same people. They're being played. But I'll tell you what, God's watching. So the Palestinian people are trapped, basically, and have been hoodwinked. And it has caused all this division. So funding both sides of the war, let's just fight, had harmony, and now they're fighting. Same people are paying for it. Wow. So Spirit's confirming that he's going to have the last say. God will have the last say when this is all said and done. I don't have a dog in the fight when it comes to Palestinian-Israeli border wars. I have always said I feel sorry for both sides and the innocent people involved. I pray for both of them. It is not my job to determine borders. It's my job to pray for the people and let God handle it. And if Daddy needs to take his belt off, he shall do so at his own free time and will. All right. His will be done. That's my opinion. You didn't ask for it, but I gave it to you. All right. So some true crime on who's running Palestine. Obviously, we may get some similar cards because we have the same back and forth money here. Funding both sides to get everybody fighting. I think most of us kind of already knew that, but to see it come to light with the divination, do a little more shuffling here. All right, so for Palestine, what do we have? Who's running it? What can you show us? All right, I'm going to try to slide these off to the side. I'll set them right here. Knock the crystals out of the way. All right. Con man. That doesn't surprise me. Burial. Interesting symbol here. I wonder if they're arguing over burial places. So someone's conning the people. It's almost like the MK Ultra for the Israeli people. Somebody is sweet talking con man, getting the people all riled up. I don't know anything about the leader, and I'll tell you that. I have no idea. I don't know who runs Palestine and makes the decisions. So, because you can get into the Hamas. I don't know who tells the people what. I have no idea. I'm just reading this. Interesting of burial. They've got some hidden secrets as well. Okay. Sold their soul. That's a little scary. So we're talking about the people that are running all the negative stuff. Not working for the right people. Something's been preserved. Now this could represent the leaders are trying to preserve what they have. This can represent that. But they may be getting their wires crossed. What are you really preserving? Look what's back. There's something going on underground between the two it's two areas, but it's one area, if you know what I mean. So if you get into Gaza and all of that area, there's something going on underneath these. There's tunnels back and forth. We could probably already guess that. There's some secrets going on. There's something frozen in time and preserved here. So they have something. Maybe it's a sacred burial site for the people. I don't know. Affluent. So that means there's higher ups in the food chain that have influence over this area. Remember, being funded by the both sides to get them fighting. Very high ups. Okay. We're not quite sure who. This could be the deep state church, the shadow government that we talk about all the time. Okay, they're putting up the money. They like war. Well, hello. Thank you, Spirit. Yep. So they ain't got any business telling either side what to do, but they control all the pentacles. This is upset. You would think the church would be representing God's people on all sides and humanity. No, they like the conflict because of all that secret squirrely stuff that they were involved in. All that underground. Look here, not there. Chemtrails. Could be a lot of poisoning going on. Palestinian. Wow. So I'm getting that whoever's in control of Palestine right now sends a lot of stuff up into the air to possibly poison the opposite side. I think it goes back and forth. They go in all different directions. They're using the atmosphere to do something. This is always a threat because whether they get backed by Iran or whatever, they want to remove their enemy, basically. This is always going to be a threat. But here's what doesn't make sense. And it makes you wonder about these rumors. Why in the world Palestine wouldn't want to nuke Israel? Because if they want the land, they would be destroying. I mean, this place is no bigger than the size of New Jersey. You destroy everybody, including your own people. Doesn't make any sense. So my intuition is telling me that Iran really wants it. Okay, so if they keep this threat going, and you're acting on fear here. See, there's hidden stuff here. Whether it's underground, I think they hold the key. Remember, this is over this. They pay for all of this stuff. There's hidden stuff here that we're not quite sure what's going on. So let's get some tokens out and see if we can get a little more clarity. Interesting. We have nuclear again over here. All right. All right, let's take a look. So we do have the nuclear symbol here. 59. I think it's just about control. This is... It's about ready to pop off. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Why would you nuke it? Everybody would be destroyed. So I get this as an outer influence. Remember, affluent. Whether it's the Ayatollah in Iran, that's what keeps coming to me. But the church keeps fanning the flames, so to speak. telephone, lots of communication going back and forth between these guys. They're all con men. So whoever these higher ups are, underground, running all this stuff. See the hidden keys? They use the nuclear as fear, but they're actually in communication with each other all the time. So whoever the two leaders are, they're like, ooh, let's do this next. That'll get them all stirred up. How sad. Yeah. See, sit down dinners. These two, I mean, whoever the leaders are, they're sitting and dining together, going, cheers. Part of a bigger upscale family. Talk about affluent in the church. Yeah, they don't care about the Palestinian families. They just care about their own, like a family dynasty and passing on bloodline, so to speak. 51 is the headphones. So we need to remember to block out all the noise. So if you're paying attention to the news cycles all the time and that propaganda, turn it off, because you become obsessed with it, and that's what affects your energy. You've got to turn it off, because there's too many hidden things here that we don't understand. Okay, number 1 is the genie lamp, and that's about magical miracles, manifestation, and let's leave that to the divine creator. He's going to decide what he's going to do with it. So I think Palestine is going to see some miracles happen, and God is going to work both sides, because it all belongs to him. Let him decide. Let's watch the miracles happen. Tune out the propaganda and just let him handle it. Okay. The nuts and bolts, let's get down to the root of the problem. What is making the wheels and the cogs turn here? These guys, whoever's doing the money. What webs we weave. Yeah, lots of secret stuff. So the spider is 29. Ancient wisdom. This stuff goes so far back. This is God's. At one time, there was no question. Ancient wisdom. Whatever God's covenant is with Israel or the Palestine people, let him solve it. All right, 50 is the clipboard. Keeping a log. Okay, so they know actually where the boundaries are. They know who belongs to what. They have this. I guarantee it was probably underground here. They know, but they can't make money off peace. All right. The last one is number 40. I think that's the holly berries. Yeah, holly sprig, protection, divinity. Yeah, I think Palestine's going to be okay. Like I said, God is going to let the truth come out. And the best advice I can give anybody that is concerned, all the protest and stuff that's happening, turn that stuff off. Because man's ego is getting in the way, and they're being influenced by these guys, because war makes money. Threats of this make money. Let God handle it. So absolutely just say, you know what? I pray for the Palestinian people. I pray for the Israeli people. And God, it's your will, it's your land. You decide what happens, and I'm going to sit back and let you do your thing. Okay? There's too many secrets involved, too much money and dirty stuff going on. And they're conning everybody, because it lowers the frequency, lowers the energy, and it divides. And that's what they want. All right? Give it to God. Let go, let God. All right? All right, guys. There you go. That is Israel and Palestine. All right? And I will do a deep dive on Russia and Ukraine. That'll be an interesting one. All right, guys. Have a blessed day. Know that God loves you. And so do I.